And I always hesitate to say, okay, is it 3 dates, is it 10 dates, whatever it is. We really have to follow our heart. But the dynamic here is look at your history, look at your patterns. Sometimes if you have a pattern, you have to willfully change it. So if your pattern is having sex right away and men don't commit, then clearly that's a pattern you have to use some willpower to change. And if you're in a relationship and a guy's pushing for sex and you just don't feel ready for that, please honor that, because to have sex before every part of your body is wanting it is to do it for him. And the confusion there is some women don't know that they're wanting to have sex just to please him and get him. They don't realize that their desire for sex comes from a place of insecurity. And when it comes from a place of insecurity, and I'm going to do what he wants, it really is true. It's ironic that a guy will really be happy for a few moments, so to speak, but then he will like you less, and his bond to you will be less than if he actually had to have to do something to earn it, so to speak. And it's different, and to be quite honest as well, I think as we become older, we become much more mature, so that process can be faster. But let's just say that you went on you're out on a date, and let's say you find your soul, let's say it's a soulmate, somebody who could be the perfect person for you. And then you have this romantic experience and you make love that night, whatever, and let's say you realize, oh my God, I just got caught up into it, I really wasn't ready for it, it was too soon. And he's not calling back, he seems to be not interested, what happened? Can you salvage that? Yes, you can salvage that. It's not like it's a huge mistake, although ideal to avoid. But you can basically, how do you approach the person later is you don't call him after 3 days and get upset with him that you didn't call me back, and I thought you said this, I thought you liked me, wasn't it wonderful, why didn't you call? Typically, when men get close too fast, then they withdraw too far. And so once he's withdrawn, then maybe it could be 6 days, a week later, he feels like he wants to give you a call, and he's thinking, oh, my God, she's going to be mad at me, and that causes him to even withdraw more. Or it could even be a month or two later, he starts to feel like, gee, I realized she really was special. I want to give her a call, but, she'll be so mad at me. So, and this really does happen. Guys will nod their head and they go, yeah, I don't want to hear all that. I don't want to know that I hurt her, and I don't want her to complain to me. And so literally it pushes them away. And so what you can do is if you've connected with a guy on a very intimate level and he hasn't contacted you or whatever and you'd like to contact him, you can. There's no rule against it as long as you don't get upset with him and as long as you don't push to see each other again. But what you would do is it's along the same lines of, oh gosh, I was thinking about you, I went to see this movie, it was wonderful, thought we might have lunch together, or maybe we can get together. Just want you to know I had a lovely time, and nothing pushy. You'll have your own personality with these things, but it should be authentic. It should be a call to connect and say something was wonderful about the date. I didn't have a chance to tell you, but that was such a great movie, and it just sat so well with me. It was just a delight to spend time with you. And that was it. You don't have to say, I love you, I like you, but the way you communicate to a guy that you have feelings for him is don't be so direct, but you can say, I had a great time, I had so much fun, it was just the best play I'd ever seen, it was such a nice time. When you talk about what the experience was, a man takes credit for it, so you get right to his heart.